Good morning, friends! Do you remember the game Leonardo taught us yesterday? We are going to try it again, okay? How is your morning, my friends? How is your morning, my friends? How is your morning, my friends? Mine is super fine. So what's the name of our new friend? Leonardo Lizard. And Lizard reads L. And he has a song. Do you remember the words in the song? Okay. Let's sing together.
Leonardo the lizard to circle went. He spent the night in a tent, and when trouble came, Leonardo was sent. Leonardo the lizard saw problems ahead. He warned his friends. Run, he said, to the lovely lodge. The lively friends fled.
One more time.
Leonardo the lizard to circle went. He spent the night in a tent, and when trouble came, Leonardo was sent. Leonardo the lizard saw problems ahead. He warned his friends. Run, he said, to the lovely lodge. The lively friends fled.
Wow, you still remember the words. Amazing. We're going to Storyland. I want to go to Storyland with locomotive. Oh yes, I am going with the locomotive. How are you going to Storyland? Let's go. Excuse me. This is the way to Storyland, Storyland, Storyland. Chuku chaka, chuku chaka. This is the way to Storyland. Come, let us go. We shall meet with all our friends, all our friends, all our friends. Chaka chaka, choo choo. We shall meet with all our friends. Just wait and see. Put on your thinking caps. Put on your remembering cups. Put on your listening cups and tie them high. We are in Storyland. Once upon a time, Leonardo Lizard was leaping, laughing, and lively. The lizard family was ready to lock their leaf home in Leafy Ledge. The lizard family was ready to leave on vacation. They were traveling to Circle L Ranch. The lizard family traveled by locomotive for several hours. The lizard family went by train for several hours. We said, a second is like this, a minute is like this. An hour is so long. A second, a minute, an hour is so long. So they sat on a locomotive for so many hours, for several hours. The locomotive traveled over the rails, through the hills, to the wild plains. Wow. So you see, now they were going. They traveled through the hills, the plains, the flatlands. Wow, do you see them in a locomotive? Wow. The Circle A Ranch was way out in the wild plains. At last, the train chugged to a stop. The locomotive's whistle was blown loudly. Toot, toot, toot. All off for the Circle A Ranch, called the light-hearted conductor. The locomotive conductor was a daddy long-legged spider with a large friendly smile. Was a daddy long-legged spider, you see, with a large friendly smile. So this is the conductor. Amazing. Being a gentleman, Papa Lizard took Mama Lizard's elbow to help her out. Papa Lizard helped Mama Lizard down the little train steps. There's Uncle Louie Lobster, said Papa Lizard excitedly. Uncle Louie is here to welcome the locomotive. Lively Leonardo leaped right into Uncle Louie Lobster's loving arms. Everyone was laughing. We are thrilled to be at the Circle A Ranch, said Mama Lizard. Uncle Louie Lobster took the lizard family down the lane to the lovely lizard lodge. Uncle Louie Lobster settled Papa Lizard and Mama Lizard into the luxurious room. Luxurious, everyone say luxurious. It means comfortable and fancy. A luxurious room at the lovely lizard lodge. Now, Leonardo Lizard, Uncle Louie Lobster said to the lovely little lizard, you and I are ready to go camping. I'm all set, Uncle Louie Lobster, said Leonardo Lizard as he looked at his uncle carefully. Uncle Louie Lobster was a bow-legged cowboy. His long, lanky legs had leather leggings on them. Amazing. I like the round loops. The round loops of rope slung on your leather belt. See the rope? The rope? On the belt. Wow. Uncle Louie Lobster, said Leonardo Lizard, I think you look terrific in that cowboy hat too. Oh, wow, a cowboy hat too. Amazing. Thanks, partner. Uncle Louie Lobster smiled at Leonardo Lizard. The rope looped on your leather belt is called a lariat. Amazing. Everyone say lariat. The rope, this rope, you see this rope? On your leather belt is called a lariat. Cowboys make a circle in a lariat to lasso cattle. Cowboys use lariats to catch animals that get behind or get lost, so they use them. Come back, that cow. When there are so many cows going, and then another one for it is going this way, they use the rope, and they catch it and they bring it back with the others. Amazing. You learn to lasso with a lariat later, Leonardo Lizard promised Uncle Louie Lobster. Right now, let's lay all the camping gear in my large locker. Farewell, Papa Lizard and Mama Lizard, waved Leonardo Lizard. Have a lovely rest at the lodge. Be an an obedient little lizard, Leonardo Lizard, said Mama Lizard as she kissed Leonardo Lizard goodbye. Take care of my boy, Uncle Louie Lobster, said Papa Lizard as he shook Uncle Louie Lobster's large hand. Uncle Louie Lobster had the largest, strongest hands Leonardo Lizard had seen in all his life. Whoa, what a big hand, so big. Whoa. Leonardo Lizard helped Uncle Louie Lobster with all the gear such as the fishing poles, the grill, and the lantern. See the lantern? There was a cooler too. Uncle Louie Lobster put in a telescope for looking at the night sky. Let's carry the locker to the lodge. Limousine. Everyone say limousine. A limousine is a long, fancy car. So, let's carry the locker to the lodge limousine, Leonardo Lizard said Uncle Louie Lobster. I have my lilac leaf tent ready, set up on the wild plain. The sleeping bags are inside the lilac leaf tent ready too. Uncle Louie Lobster, you thought of everything, said Leonardo Lizard as they rode off across the plain in the loaded limousine. The limousine bounced across the bumpy, lumpy ranch road. Before long, Uncle Louie Lobster pointed. Here we are, Leonardo Lizard. See our lilac leaf tent. Get a whiff of those lovely lavender lilac flowers. Lavender is like color purple. Lilac leaves make a swell tent, said Leonardo Lizard. Lilac smell well too. Leonardo Lizard helped Uncle Louie Lobster unload the locker of camping supplies. Please help me gather some logs for the campfire, Leonardo Lizard. We will then grill grasshopper burgers for supper. Then they will grill grasshopper burgers for supper, said Uncle Louie Lobster. Leonardo Lizard found several long logs. Leonardo Lizard gathered up all the little litter near the camping place too. My supervisor always tells us not to be little lizards, Leonardo Lizard told Uncle Louie Lobster. We little lizards always pick up all the little and loose papers we see lying around. Wow, we should clap for Leonardo Lizard. Lovely, lovely, and nice. When he finds litter, papers all over, he picks them and throws them away. Amazing. I do not like little lobsters either, agreed Uncle Louie Lobster. The little logs and the litter made a nice fire. Uncle Louie Lobster grilled the grasshopper burgers. Yum. We must light the lantern before long, Leonardo Lizard commented Uncle Louie Lobster. Then I will serve slices of fly pie for dessert. Before long, everything shined with the yellow glow of the lantern's light. Leonardo Lizard and Uncle Louie Lobster lounged around the fire eating fly pie. Wow! Leonardo Lizard began to have a sleepy look in his little slit eyes as he listened to the stories Uncle Louie Lobster told. Leonardo Lizard's little slit eyes grew smaller and smaller as he looked at the yellow flames of the logs. Let's spread together around the fire, Leonardo Lizard suggested Uncle Louie Lobster. Then we will settle into our snug sleeping bags for a long sleep. Uncle Louie Lobster folded his large hands to pray. Amen, finished Uncle Louie Lobster. Amen, echoed Leonardo Lizard. Leonardo Lizard was tired, but he did not fall right to sleep. First, there was a lump under Leonardo Lizard's left leg. It was only a little lump of wood. Next, Leonardo Lizard could not get quite warm enough. Leonardo Lizard felt only lukewarm. Then, Leonardo Lizard began to listen to the mosquitoes buzzing around the lilac leaf tent. Buzz, buzz. Mosquitoes will not hurt Leonardo Lizard, Uncle Louie Lobster reminded Leonardo Lizard sleepily. They can't bite through your tough, dry, scaly skin. Mosquitoes don't like to bite me either. Mosquitoes don't care for seafood. The buzz buzz continued. Then the sound gradually changed to a soft zzz. You see? So here we are in the tent, ready in the tent. It was night. Uncle Louie Lobster over here, Leonardo Lizard over here, but he couldn't fall asleep. The campfires over here and the lantern. Oh wow. Suddenly, Leonardo Lizard heard something prowling. Prowling is like walking. Outside the lilac leaf tent. The top of the tent was wiggling. Leonardo Lizard looked up. Leonardo Lizard could not believe his little slit eyes. Crunch, munch, munch, munch. Uncle Louie Lobster! Uncle Louie Lobster! Wake up! Uncle Louie Lobster! Leonardo Lizard called for help. Something is nibbling in our lilac leaf tent. What was that? Uncle Louie is asleep and Leonardo Lizard is hearing something in the tent. What could that be? We have to find out tomorrow. Time for questions. Where was the lizard family going? The lizard family was going on vacation to the Circle L Ranch. What was Uncle Louie? Was he a snake, a horse, a dog? What was Uncle Louie? A lobster. He was a lobster. What were Uncle Louie Lobster and Leonardo Lizard going to do? Remember, Papa and Mama Lizard, for them, they went the other side. And then Uncle Louie Lobster and Leonardo Lizard, they went for camping. What is a limousine? A long, fancy car. The tent was made of lilac leaves. What kind of burgers did Uncle Louie Lobster grill? grasshopper, buggers. What did Uncle Louie Lobster do just before he and Leonardo Lizard settled into their snug sleeping bags to sleep? Prayed. What could Leonardo Lizard hear buzzing around the tent as he was trying to fall asleep? What was buzzing and buzzing? Mosquitoes! At the end of the story, what was happening to the lilac leaf tent that scared Leonardo Lizard? Something was nibbling at the lilac leaf tent. Nibbling is like eating. They were eating the tent. Munch, crunch, munch. Oh. And we are going to have our vocabulary drill. We are going to meet new words. What does chung mean? A chung is a short, loud sound. It's normally on the train. Chunk! It's just a short, loud sound. What does luxurious mean? Luxurious means comfortable and fancy. What are leather leggings? Leather leggings, they are the coverings for the cowboy pant legs. The leather, there's that leather that cowboys put on when they're going to ride their horses, probably not to spoil their nice clothes. So they put on those leather leggings on top of their clothes. What is a lariat? A lariat is a rope used to catch animals. What is camping gear? A camping gear? These are things needed for a camping trip. You see? Here, they had a lantern, so many things in the camping gear here. There are things that you're going to need for the camping. What is a locker? Even at school you have a locker. So a locker is just a metal box to store things. Like our first aid box kit. Is a locker. What does swift mean? Swift is another word for smell, like swift. Swift, a funny smell. I smell a funny smell. What color is lavender? Purple. So another word for lavender is purple. What is litter? Litter, all over the place. It's trash. It's garbage. What does it mean to lounge? Lounge means sitting comfortably. What does prowling mean? Everyone say prowling. So prowling means walking quietly, tiptoeing. Yes. That's prowling. Prowling is another word for walking slowly. So friends, see you in the next tomorrow's story. Farewell. Bye-bye.